I'm looking at this list by NBA TV. I'm looking at this list by NBA TV on the MVP chase, their MVP ladder. And on this list, you have Jokic, you have Doncic, you have SGA, you have Giannis, and you have Tatum. What I'm trying to understand is, why don't they have the Ant-Man on this list? All season long, Anthony Edwards has done nothing but entertain us all.
Nasty. I mean, that's all you can say.
Not only that, his team is at the top of the Western standings. So you got Jokic on here. They're tied with Minnesota at the top. You got Lukich, who his team is number 4. You got SGA, whose team is number 3. Doncic, I believe they're number 4. You got Giannis and that whole mess that the management at the Bucks has done is just, oh my goodness. And you got Tatum with the Boston Celtics. So I'm looking at all these teams. I'm looking at all these players. Once again, why isn't Ant-Man on this list? In fact, I would have him number 2, and I would have probably SGA number 1. As a fan, I would have Ant-Man number 1, because over the past 3 seasons, I've been saying that this is the guy the NBA should be marketing, because he's easy to market. He is the most electrifying player in the NBA, hands down. Out of all these players, not taking anything away from their game, because all of these guys can ball. But if I'm looking at someone who is going to be that person that I spend money on to go watch play, it's going to be Ant-Man. He plays above the rim. The kid is electrifying. And unlike all these other guys on the list, except for Giannis, he plays both ends of the court. He dominates. And once again, he is just electrifying. So when I look at this MVP ladder, I try not to get into these discussions that people have when they say that, the NBA seems to be pushing for more European players to have more exposure so that you can get a broader audience with not just the US, but with Canada, teams in Europe, Asia. Hey, you can see that. You can see what they're doing with the African League, with the NBA. But let's not push these guys without letting our true talent come to the forefront. And Anthony Edwards is must-see TV. These other guys, like I said, they can play. These guys can play. But if I'm looking to spend money on watching somebody play, hands down, it's going to be the Ant-Man. I mean, have you seen what this brother has done over the past month? Have you peeped it? Have you seen it?
Gives it up. Here's Edwards down the lane. The hammer! Look down below! Anthony Edwards making a play. Cocking that thing back.
Come on, people. The NBA should be ashamed of themselves. NBA TV, you should be ashamed of yourself to not have Ant-Man on this list. I have to listen to my people. The NBA, their agenda is somewhat being compromised by the magnificent, energetic, highlight-driven presence of Anthony Edwards, a.k.a. the Ant-Man. NBA, you need to get your shit together, because this brother is the type of brother that makes me want to spend money. Wemby's good, but he's 7'5". Doesn't excite me. Lukich is he's an incredible player, but he plays below the rim. Jokic, outstanding fundamentals, plays below the rim, can get dunked on when it comes to playing defense. SGA, slow, plays below the rim, very effective. He wins, but once again, Giannis is dealing with Doc Rivers messing up their season. And then you got Jason Tatum, which I feel the person on that team that makes it go and allows Jason Tatum to do what he does is Jaylen Brown. I digress. But you have Minnesota at the top of the West. Anthony Edwards doing things that we love to see when it comes to the NBA. And he's not considered to be in the race for the MVP. That's insane.